Hello, good morning, Mr. Raman.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very nice to see you. You are exactly on time.
Thank you.
Why don't you have the seat here? Please sit. I was waiting for you. On time, exactly. So, how is the weather outside?
Weather is very hot outside, ma'am. It's 46 degrees Celsius outside.
It's 46.
Yes.
Yeah, in India at the moment, all over India, it is like that.
Yes, ma'am.
There must be a lot of hot air.
It is very hot here now outside.
So what I can do is I can just tell the server to get you something to drink. Meanwhile, we will also I have a session with you today, and you had your lunch.
Yes, ma'am. I had my lunch.
Okay, very nice. So in the lunch, where did you have your lunch?
I had my lunch in cafeteria.
Okay, okay. There they give you some napkins and all?
No, ma'am. They just give the paper napkins there.
Okay, paper napkins. Okay, fine. But here, usually in fine dining restaurants, where as you are a hotel management student, you are a student of EHL. So there, in hotels, in fine dining restaurants, we have a lot of napkins being used, and so let me just talk to you about the previous session which we did, if you remember.
Yes, ma'am.
So we did different sizes of napkins.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we how to choose a cloth of a napkin, if you remember.
Yes, ma'am.
And we also had learnt about the uses of the napkins. Like we have napkins which are of different sizes, like cocktail napkin, dinner napkin, and the napkin which you have. So today we are going to today I'm going to teach you about an exclusive fold, which is called, it is a classical fold also, which is called bishop's hat.
Okay, ma'am.
So can you tell me, does how does this look like?
It looks like a hat.
Okay, so it looks like a hat. It is like, usually if you see bishops wearing this hat is there, you can use it when we do the fold, you can use it by laying down or starting. The session is going to be, this is a classic fold again, I'm telling you, and the session is here for next 20 minutes.
Okay, ma'am.
So the objective of the class was this. So if you see here, I would like to tell you that I learned it this fold in my college also, and I remember making this fold in my college. I won a prize also. So in apart from working in restaurants and all, we used to make there also. So the thing is that this fold basically is, you have to learn about few things about the napkin. Here I will be letting you know, like napkin is basically usually a square cloth. It has to be clean, crisp, and at the same time we have to, whenever we make a napkin fold, because of the hygiene purpose, it has to be absolutely clean. Because can you tell me why it has to be absolutely clean?
And because
The
we
hands.
touch it on our face and it comes in the human contact, so it should be very clean.
Yes, absolutely. The napkin comes in touch with the face, and while eating and all, and with the hand also, the guest hand. So we have to provide them a clean napkin. And do you know anything about the napkin? You know anything? So let me just tell you few points also. Napkin is came from a French word which is called nappy, Nappe. So this nappy was basically used by royal people and all. And if you go way back, the Romans were there. So Romans used to take dough and they used to clean their tables that time before the napkin came into existence.
Okay, ma'am.
And then after that, Egyptians and Greeks were using napkins, and it was a symbol of wealth and richness. And gradually the napkin was used in hotels. Nowadays we have different types of napkins, especially the cocktail napkins are 12 by 12, and dinner napkins are by 18 by 18 or 22 by 20, depending upon the type of the restaurant. So, do you think where can you use the napkin folding? Anywhere where do you think
And
where all
yes,
we can
we
use the
can use
napkin?
it in our home while preparing our dining table for our family or our friends.
Yeah, for your girlfriend maybe
Yeah,
when
we
she
can use
comes
it.
for a candlelight dinner. Next class we're going to teach you a candlelight fold. For that you can have a very nice and
and we can use it in a restaurants, fine dine restaurants.
Very nice. In restaurants and fine dining also it is used. So the basically the selection of a napkin has to be it has to be done very properly as I have told you. It is also called as serviette and damask. Damask because it has specific weave, that is why it is called damask, and the other name is serviette
So,
of the table napkin. So next I will here like to talk to you about the things which we need for this class. First is a napkin which is 18 by 18, if you can see.
yes, ma'am.
So it is usually, there is a GSM, you usually take 300 GSM, and the cloth has to be absolutely clean. Again, I'm telling you, the next point is the starch. If you want a fold like this, like a bishop cap, it has to be, the napkin has to have a good starch. You understand by the term
Yes,
starch?
ma'am.
So it can be, why starch?
So that it can take the shape
It
which we are
can, very
making.
nice. It can take the shape, at the same time it is crisp. Starch makes it crisp, and that is how it can take the
Shape.
shape. Very nice. So and at the same time you have to also make sure the hemming. The hemming is the one of the most important part of a napkin. Whenever you have to choose the napkin, you have to make sure the hemming of the uh, cloth has to be in a way, it has to be symmetrical, the alignment has to be symmetrical, so that whenever you uh, make a fold, it has to be aligned and symmetrical. The alignment of the fold will come if the hemming is good, and it will not look shabby.
Okay,
Is it
ma'am.
clear?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
so what we also need to start with is a tablecloth. You should have a clean tablecloth as a base because of two reasons. Can you tell me if you know some reasons?
Ma'am, one reason can be because if our tablecloth is clean, our napkin will also be clean.
Yes, the tablecloth has to be clean. And second, why don't we do it directly on the shelf or a stone shelf?
No idea, ma'am.
No idea. Okay, because if we directly do on the shelf, it will slip. The
Okay.
napkin will slip from here to there, and the fold is very difficult to make. So you have a base cloth or this.
Okay, ma'am.
Is it clear? Now let me just start with the napkin fold. So here I have, this is what is the end product. So let me just teach you the fold. Just a second. This is for the practice. Let me just keep it here. First of all, square you take a square table napkin. It has to be 18 by 18 or 22 by 22. We have 18 by 18. Then you place it. The hemming side should come on the top,
Okay, ma'am.
because there are different types of fold, but on in this fold, the hemming side, you can see it is on the top side. Now we fold it into half, and then with the back of your hand, just remember, with the back of your hand, to make a crease you have to press nicely. Make sure the corners are together, and with the back of the hand you make the crease. Do it 3 4 times, so that the crease does not so that there is a crease inside and the fold is better. Now you have a perfect rectangle here, as you can see.
Yes, ma'am.
You can see this. This is a perfect rectangle with the edges on the side. Now from the one corner, take it to the middle of the napkin in the center. The both of the flaps, you have to be very careful. So again with the back of the hand you do it. So the crease comes very nicely if you do it. And from the other side, end, again pick it up and get it to the center
Okay, ma'am.
of the napkin. Now again you have to just press it again, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So how many times we have to press it?
2 to 3 times.
Yeah, 3 to 4 times.
Oh,
And then you can see here, and now you have to place this. Now this is like, you have to place it with the corners like this. Now you can see this is a parallelogram. Is it clear?
Yes,
Till
ma'am.
here, are you comfortable doing it?
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice. So what you can do is you can take one napkin from here and you can also start doing it yourself. So let me see how do you do it. Very nicely you're doing with the back of your hand. Very good. Yeah, you have to put it upside like this first.
Opposite side.
Yes.
Is this okay, ma'am?
Yes. So if you see, okay, now this is absolutely fine. You've done. Now what you have to do is you have to now I will show you after that. Now that you have flipped it, you've done the flipping also. Now that after this we have to do like this. Okay, so the parallelogram is there.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what you do is, now for the parallelogram after that you have to make sure that you divide this into, you flip it and you divided this into half. You see two parallel lines here?
Yes, ma'am.
So the two parallel lines has to come together. The long parallel lines. Now again with the help of your back of your hand, you can just put it like this. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Now pick from the one side one corner and open. You can see now two triangles here. These are two pyramids, two triangles. Now just the one flap has to be picked up and you can leave the other flap and you have to try to bring it to the center and then just close the flap here and then flip it around. You see the second thing, second flap, and then you till the edge, you have to put it inside the first flap. Now you can see the fold and then you can open from the middle and just place it like this, or you can use it by lying down also or standing, whatever you feel comfortable. So
Okay,
this
ma'am.
looks like a bishop
Yes, ma'am.
cap. Now can you, have you learned, you want to ask some questions?
No,
Some,
ma'am.
not at the moment, fine. You can just carry on.
Okay, ma'am.
Very nicely doing, you are doing very nicely. Very neat work.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very very nicely, well accomplished, and it is looking the neatness and the crispness of the damask or the table napkin is excellent if I
Thank you,
can
ma'am.
do it. So if you see, it has come up very well. You can see the edges are also nicely cornered and all. So now we have this napkin here. So you're feeling good to
Yes,
learn about
ma'am.
the bishop's cap?
Yes, ma'am.
So I will ask you few questions indeed, because it will make you more. So why did we have the tablecloth underneath? For the reason. What was the reason for that?
Ma'am, so that the napkin does not slips and it looks more hygienic.
Yeah, the napkin does not slip. That is why, and the tablecloth has to be very clean, so that the napkin has to be clean. So next is, as you see, I had asked you earlier also, the napkin has to be a perfect square,
Yes, ma'am.
right? It. So can you tell me why it has to be a perfect
Ma'am,
square?
so that the shape we are making it comes in a proper alignment, it comes in a proper way.
Okay. Excellent. It, see, everything symmetrical looks good.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
the
It looks
alignment,
more
huh,
symmetrical,
more
right?
symmetrical, more aligned, and everything which is aligned is good. Now I have also told you the hemming. Can
Yes,
you
ma'am.
recall about what did I tell you about the hemming of the napkin?
Ma'am, you told that the hemming should be neat and clean, and it should look hygienic, and it should be properly tied up.
Excellent. It should be, the hemming should be properly neat. It should be neat and all, because if we have the neater hemming, we get a better napkin fold. Uh, Raman, last thing, I would also like to ask, what is the most important checkpoints? What are the points whenever you have to use a napkin? What are the checkpoints you should have in your mind while selecting a napkin for your napkin fold?
Ma'am, I think the napkin first is the napkin should be a proper size. It should be a
Yes.
proper square.
Yeah, it should be a perfect square.
Yes,
Fine.
and it should be neat and clean.
Absolutely.
There
It
should
should.
not be any stain on the napkin,
Excellent.
and it should have a proper starch on it so that it looks more crisp, and the shape will comes more prettier.
Excellent. It should be crisp,
Yes,
because the shape, if you see, all these napkins have been properly starched, and you can see if you don't have the starch in them, they will fall down. Very
yes, ma'am.
nice. Excellent answers. Now, can you tell me what are the other names for the napkin?
Ma'am, it's
Table
the
napkin.
serviette and the mask.
Serviette and
Damask.
damask. Very well done. And I can see that you are enjoying the class and
Yes,
you are
ma'am.
able to understand it also. So I'm last. Where did the French word? What is the French word of table napkin? Where? Yeah,
Ma'am, the French word for the table napkin is nappy.
very nice. It is
Nappy.
nappy. So you are doing very good. I'm
Thank you,
very
ma'am.
proud of you. You've
Thank you,
learned
ma'am.
whatever is being taught to you. And do you wish to ask any questions?
Yes, ma'am. What more shapes can we make from the table napkin?
Yes, there are a lot of shapes, but few of them are classical. As the classes come, we have few shapes like fan fold, which is very much used in the hotel. Candlelight, I told in the
Yes,
beginning, we can
ma'am.
use it for a candlelight dinner and all. Usually they use it. Then there's a jacket fold. There are a lot of folds which we will be gradually covering it in the classes as we move in the next class. We have also the fan fold for the next class, which is waiting for you. So what you can do is, if you can practice once more, and we will see how the output is. This time you have to be by yourself.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
make sure you do yourself, and all the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very nicely doing. Very good. Very well done. Very nicely folding. All the points are.
Thank you, ma'am. It is ready.
Very well done. I really liked it, and the crispness, and then again it is standing upright because of its nicely starched, and the finish is very good. I must congratulate you on this, on making such a beautiful fold.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, out of all these, which one you like the most? Which you like the most? The best out of all
I
these?
like this the most.
Yes, I also feel so because it has been done very nicely and it has been done in one go by you, and very nicely done. And I must congratulate you on that. So, the objective of today's class was to learn the bishop's hat, which was a classical fold, and you did it very well after learning, and you can use it anywhere you want in your house, in your restaurant, and all. So this class, so the next class, as I had discussed you, we will have one more fold which we will be learning. That is a fan fold, and it is again a very classical fold which we'll be doing. And I hope you enjoyed your class.
Yes, ma'am. I enjoyed a lot, and I have learned so much in this class.
I hope this will be useful for you in the coming days and coming lectures.
Yes, ma'am.
And I think you made the fold excellent, very nicely, and the finishing was good. So
Thank
I
you, ma'am.
congratulate you on
Thank you, ma'am.
learning and accomplishing a nice fold. And see you soon for my next class, which is there on next Monday.
Okay, ma'am.
So see you soon, and let me know if you have any questions. You can connect to me any time of the
Okay,
day.
ma'am.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much,
ma'am.
Raman. Nice seeing you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.